Hi folks, this is called Chertsey in Surrey. It's the home of the Magna Carta. King John seal.
The tank factory, as it was known locally, was established in Longcross to design and test armoured vehicles.
A new system of political and social government, the feudal system which formed the base of rule in England for hundreds of years. By April 1199, when John became king on the death of his brother, Richard I, feudalism was well established. John was an unpopular monarch who abused the feudal system, seizing land, raising taxes and imprisoning anyone who stood in his way. Reminds you of anything? He relied heavily on his barons to keep order and to ensure that any money owed to the monarch was collected. John was in financial difficulty. The war in France was proving very costly. Many of the territories in France which Richard had fought for were lost by John, resulting in a loss of reputation and a lack of income from the taxes raised there. Windsor Castle. Barons' stains. Barons presented the king with a document known as the Articles of the Barons, aimed at curtailing his powers. Once the detailed agreement has been decided, royal officials drafted the full text of Magna Carta, the Great Charter, which was sealed on the 15th of June, 1215. 4 days later, peace was declared and the rebel barons swore their allegiance to the king once more. Magna Carta was not made law, it was more a working document set out how the country would be run. It's revered across the world as the first statement of the fundamental principles of liberty that we enjoy today. However, in reality, there's always a however, the Charter dealt with the long-standing grievances of the barons, limiting the king's rights in specific areas of feudal taxation, administration. It mainly benefited the church. See, administration, let's break the word down, so ministry, yeah? It benefited the church, the ministry, the minister, and the highest ranking in society. Bet it did. The two most famous clauses establishing the right of all to be judged by their equals, and for free men, outlawing imprisonment without a trial, were clauses 39 and 40 out of a total of 63. King John agreed to Magna Carta because he had no choice. He could not afford to fight a civil war, but he clearly had no intention of adhering to the Charter. In 1215, John sent an envoy to the Pope seeking an annulment to the Magna Carta, which was granted in 1215. Civil war once again broke out in England. However, on the 18th and 19th of October 1216, King John died suddenly, and a revised version of Magna Carta was issued on the 12th of November. The Charter was again revised in 1217, 1225, finally 1297, when the text of the latest edition was copied onto the first statute roll and was officially incorporated into English law. So, question, did you know which two clauses are still valid in English law today? If you are correct, the green light will illuminate. So which two clauses are still valid in English law today?